I was like, why is no one? Why am I missing the live counter?
Testing.
Foolish. So foolish. You thought I was going to let it go there, and I didn't. I got to figure out how to turn the music off. There we go. You thought I was going to come right out of that break there, but I didn't. The music went down, and I just kept going. GM. I don't know if you noticed, I used OBS Studio today to kind of fix the instead of being so distant, I tried to make myself as big as you.
Oh, nice. We can match head sizes. I like it.
Yeah. Well, at least like virtual relative sizes, because my actual head, this is 0%. Your head's that big.
Yeah. Oh, so as a child, was your head always that big? Like, did you come out of the womb with like a 2-to-1 ratio or what?
I mean, I always had a giant head. There's nothing I could do about it. Oh, sweet feels.
Cheers,
Sweet says GM. Ken, Sweet feels had a nice morning, day, afternoon there.
G'day. So is Sweet Feels in Australia?
No, Sweet Feels is Norway. We're gonna go swim in the fjord.
No, that's right. Yeah.
All we need is to make a little bit of money.
Just a little bit. Just a little.
The trip to Norway is gonna be just absolutely epic. All right. Yeah. So like we were talking, I did the whole like methodically writing code, trying to chase down the top 6 and like really build its functionality. And all right, so building a UI like Web 2 style, not okay. I got that down. I can do that.
Yeah.
Shit, right. I can even pass data around Web 2 style. Okay, I kind of got that shit. Encoding and decoding data and then passing that around. All right, now I have to think way harder. So yesterday, I was really digging into the metadata schemas. Like again, okay, so not super complicated when you look at the schema. That's just like how you're defining the data that gets written into the ERC725Y, right?
Right.
So there's 2 parts of the ERC725 account. There's the X and the Y, and the X is the executor and the Y is like the generalized storage. And if you ask like, why are you in LUKSO? Well, that's the why, because like that's how we store all the data to our metadata, all the metadata to our profiles, which then makes that experience so rich and so like flexible, right? That's how we're writing the grid state. Like that's how we're doing all this stuff. So anyway, so I'm digging in there and I'm going super methodical because now I've already fucked it up once and I'll tell you how. And now I'm going really slow and reading documentation and making sure that I'm getting it correct. And I'm some really good reference docs that I was able to squirrel out from the existing documentation on docs.luxo.tech, go down a couple of levels, and I found some great examples from Schema Harvey from Maxime that was in there. And so, okay, now I'm getting close, right? Like I really want to get this done for the 13th. So now I'm actually, I feel like I'm like a couple critical lines away from having this thing functional. And again, I'm kind of implementing it in parts. So I had the back end where I was encoding and decoding data well, but then when I went to actually build the UI, and then I broke it. It was too convoluted. It was too complex for the reason I'm about to give right now. So anyway, I'm getting real close to when I am to being done, and it's late. Now it's like past 1 a.m. my time, and I've been working on it for hours and I'm tired. So then I get the bright idea. Why don't I just vibe code the end of this? Because I'll cheat. I'll just get to the end. This agent is going to help me. I'm going to ask it. And with a couple key changes, if I give it the right context, I am going to get to the end. Fast forward an hour and a half later, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I got 500 lines of code that AI is trying to debug things, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got to roll this entire repo back. All of that work wasted, and then I was just exhausted. So anyway, vibe coding turns into vibe debugging,
Well,
and
is it wasted or is it just
wasted. It's
beta
wasted.
testing?
It's wasted.
Waste.
If it worked, it wouldn't have been wasted. Although
But you're,
there's a
I mean,
ton.
it's like, wait, who made the light bulb? Was it Richard Hamilton? No, but Franklin said that, like, yeah, you had to, he didn't learn one way to make a light bulb. He learned 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb first. So I feel like you're learning 420 ways not to code first.
So okay, if you look at it that way, sure. If you look at all the shitty code that gets thrown out by the LLM, then you could be like, wow, this isn't even close. And you learn that wasn't correct. But anyway, like people who are like, oh yeah, we'll just vibe code this up. Bullshit. Like to some extent, there are certain things an LLM is going to do really well at, right?
Yeah.
There are things that an LLM right now in today's state is not going to do well. And when you are like, if you are out on the fringes of implementation, right? Like, then, like, if you're in the frontier of standards, if you're on the frontier of niche implementations, then guess what? The LLM is not going to help. The LLM is just going to like shotgun try to save the problem, like solve the problem, and it just creates way more issues. So yeah. So if I look tired to you, that's exactly it. If you're wondering why I made the choice to wear these clashing colors, it's because I'm only realizing now, due to my color blindness, and
Oh, that's right. I forget that you're colorblind. In fact, did that play a part when you crashed on your scooter? You couldn't see the topography of the road because it was painted.
yeah, I actually rely a lot on shadows. So I bet you that probably was an issue, because when I looked down, it was like all gleaming and glistening. It literally looked like it was a flat
So
surface.
when you say color blindness, what colors can't you see?
Really pale. Here, how about this? Ready? We're gonna start this morning so we can identify exactly the type of colorblind that ETH is by pulling up a test,
Let's check it out.
and you're gonna find out exactly the type of colorblind that I am, which is it's interesting. All right, let's see. Red green. Yeah, we're gonna do a red green colorblind test. Skadoosh. All right, let's share this. Is alts Kriegel? No. Let's look. So
Is
Sweet
alts
Bill says
Kriegel?
learning experiences, they're not wastes, but they can feel like them. Yeah. Yeah. In the moment, it feels like someone has sucked all the air out of my lungs and I'm dead on the ground. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that again. Right. I mean, honestly, but it's given me an opportunity to learn how not to implement things, and like it's forced me into documentation where I'd like to be lazy. So in the long run, I guess it's a good thing.
Yeah, you try to get out cheap, you couldn't. So
No, not at all. Alts Heisberger says, is alts Kriegel? No, nope. Alts is
it's
alt.
Kriegel alts.
Oh, maybe. Heisberger gives the old Geo
We're all Kriegel.
laughing. All right, all right. Let's not get distracted from what we were
Okay.
doing.
Yes.
The
How blind are you?
How blind is Ethan Lauren? Ready? Here we go. Ready? Let's get this up on the screen. Come on. Nope, that's not. Nope.
Nope, nope.
Nope. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now we're gonna play along with Ethelorian here. Wait, it says I can. Okay. Okay. So what we're looking for is the gap. Can we see the gap? Click on the gap on the ring. So I see the gap right here, right?
You can see the gap. Okay.
Yeah.
I too
Red-
can
red
see the
green,
gap.
I can see that. So when I tell you I'm red green colorblind, you're gonna find out where. Oh, got it right. It's over here. Got it right.
Is this just it's like slowly getting harder?
here. Right now, there's still enough contrast. If this is a proper test, we're going to find out when I can't do it. Now, I only found this out, Alts, because I had to take a commercial driver's license test. And they're like, dude, you're colorblind. You can't get one of these. I was like, what?
What were you trying to drive?
It was just like a passenger. It was like a, it's just for a transportation license to drive taxi. So I could still drive taxi.
Okay.
I couldn't drive they wouldn't let me drive the big bus.
Yeah.
But it's like but the thing is like I can see stop signs and I can see green lights.
Well, they have shapes to them.
Yeah. So like, see, I can still see that.
And you know, the green one, I think, is on the. Wait, is it on the right or left? I don't know.
All right. Now we're starting to get a little tricky.
Okay. This is where you've hit your first child on the side of the road. You've clipped them.
Yeah. Right. I'm doing good. 9 out of 14. Yeah.
Wait, so if you make it all through 14, you're not colorblind?
No, I'll have to find the correct color blindness.
Oh, okay. This is like red and green, pretty much. The ones you need to drive.
Yeah. Can you obviously see where the gap is here?
Yeah. It's also if I let my eyes like unfocus, I see a bullish divergence pattern.
Here. Oh.
Nice.
This is enthralling for everybody watching.
And you have to go one by one. Wow.
Here?
There you go. Nicely done, buddy. Nicely done. I mean, the last couple like aren't super obvious when I look at them, but like after like a second, I'm like, oh, there it is.
Here? Oh, I got it. All right. This one is not proving that
Maybe you're not colorblind. Maybe you're just like slight, but it still took you longer.
No, this is like has just enough contrast I can see it. It actually washes out at some point where I have no idea. Like I feel like I can get this.
Yeah. Well, the edges are getting more diffuse.
Yeah, see, I got that.
I mean, this one, I think I know where it is, but I'm not even sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's testing different forms of colorblind now.
Okay.
All right. I can see these pretty well. We're gonna zip through this. This is the type of contrast I can see.
Yeah, this one's only got nine levels instead of 14.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I agree with KEEZ.
Not looking very colorblind. I'm telling you, it is pale greens and oranges. I cannot see them. And this one here, I have no idea. Do you see where this might be?
This one's actually tough.
I'm gonna guess.
Wait, so what happens when you get one wrong? What does it do?
I don't know. I don't think it's telling me if I get it wrong.
Oh, I was just giving you a score at the end, maybe. It's just the same beep every time.
Damn. All right.
I mean, how many are there? This is all 3 hours straight.
Colorblind test. Apparently, we've gotten into this big time. Right, I'm just going to click super fast so you can see how color retarded I am at the end.
Yeah. Now we're watching you fail miserably.
Oh, can you see it? Because I can't see it.
Yeah, that one you were way off. All right, I think we need to make a mini app that's a colorblind test that sits in your up. Oh, it tells you right there.
Color vision deficiency. I'm green mild. It didn't give me the one that I really can't see, which is the pale greens and oranges. I can't play Fortnite. I have to actually like change the color settings. Otherwise,
interesting.
blend into the grass. I can't see them. All right. Well, that was exciting. Okay, and that's the end of the stream today. So,
all right, guys, have a good one.
we'll catch you later. And this has been another exciting version of the new standard. Just kidding. Fuck that.
We just lost half our viewers at that moment.
And they all left. And gone. And gone. All right. I flagged a couple mini app salts that came out.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about it.
I wanted to QA test those in real time because we're savages like that. What do you think?
Yeah. That's the best. It's fun. As long as it doesn't have mild oranges and greens, we'll be all right. I'm gonna design. That's my next mini app. I'm gonna design one with only those colors so everybody can play it except for you, Eve.
Thanks. I really appreciate you. Sure. Okay, so this one is actually very similar to one that we were discussing because like in Bangkok, I was putting together that like story thread and I turned it into like a haiku maker.
Yeah, again, yeah, that was way back in Bangkok. Wait, no, that was back in. I feel like that was back even in Istanbul. We were talking about that.
Well, I don't know. I know I was working on it in Bangkok. We probably talked about it.
We started talking about it a long time ago. Yeah, yeah.
I have so this is like a situation where I probably have 4 mini apps cooking and I just haven't been real-time QA testing. Let's go, free slave labor.
No, we're billing you for this, and whoever's
I probably have 4 mini apps cooking in various stages of completion, and I'm definitely turning into the meme of the developer. It's like, hey, I got an idea for a new project, and just like shelve the other one and start working on something. Fuck.
I mean, that's just like creatives of any kind, whether you're technical or not. We all like succumb to that because it's like, yeah, it's hard not. You do because you never stop getting ideas. That's the thing, right?
Yeah. I had this idea. I started working on it the other day, but it's more complicated. And again, it was because I got frustrated working on the top 6 app. It was called Mood, and it's meant to be just a little mood ring on. I was
going to say, as soon as you said mood, that's what I was already picturing.
Yeah, and it's meant to be a little mood ring on your wall, and then
how would it register your colors?
You go and you pick. So like you actually
pick it. It's not okay.
You go in and you set it, but the incentive is to you get rewarded with some mood, right? Some mood token to set it. And then like if you streak, you get more mood tokens. So if you come back every day, you get more of this stuff. And then you can use the mood token to buy things with that you don't need, but right? Like, ooh, yeah, I can buy a little NFT that says that
you can upgrade your mood. I like it.
It's stupid. It's just meant to like go there and be like, I'm feeling green today. And then
you got me feeling nostalgic about mood rings.
Yeah.
They were I still don't know how they worked. It was just random.
I think it was body temperature.
I don't know. They were like they like swing drastically though. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Yeah, I thought
maybe it was room temperature.
I think it was body temperature. All right. This feature can only be used in a LUKSO mini app. Get started by adding this URL to your universal profile grid. All right. This is already, your onboarding process is already killing me.
Super slick. Yeah.
Demo man. Give me a link right there to take me to UE. Right there.
Oh, instead of copy, you want it to just go.
Like the copy works, but what if I'm not already on the UE page? Right. I've got to go there to implement it. Just give me a link. Give me a link so I can redirect, so I don't have to do what I just did.
God forbid you have to type in something.
Because I am lazy. I am the guy who is lazy. All right, now we're here. Oh, anyone roast me?
Reminder, roast ETH when you get a chance.
Okay, let's see. This one says, ETHLorian must be single-handedly keeping the coffee industry afloat. I'm surprised I haven't turned into a walking caffeine molecule yet.
Is that a little Sasquatch on there?
Yeah, that's
There's like 2 different forms. That's pretty cool.
yeah. That was a gift from my wife.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, and I do drink a lot of coffee, so. All right, so now I got to add this to the grid. That's okay. So we're gonna do this in real time. Let's add
do it.
content, website or mini app. We're gonna add the link. Oop, there we go. All right, let's shrink the roast down just for today.
Or maybe make it thinner.
Nah, because I'm gonna turn this into.
You're gonna. Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm gonna turn this into a big panel.
Bam.
We're gonna QA test these things. We got to give them the spotlight. All right, here we go. All right,
quality assurance.
Okay, we're quality assurance. All right, let's lock this in. The one thing you can't.
Office reference.
What was it?
An office reference.
What episode?
I don't know. But Creed, they were like doing a job. Like basically, I think they were like the new manager came in and they were interviewing people about their job or whatever. And they're like, what do you do, Creed? And he's like, I don't. He's like, I'll be right back. And he like runs back there and he's like, what do I do, guys? Like, I don't know. It's a QA quality assurance. That's it. Yeah.
They're interviewing what? Robert California. Who was Will Ferrell's character?
Oh man, what was it? It's like a Spanish sounding name.
Yeah, I can't get it. I'll get it.
Yeah.
It'll come to me after. I love that episode. They got Jim Carrey's in that episode. Does it?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's such a small part, but it's so crazy.
What's his face? Ray from Everyone Loves Raymond. What's his last?
Yeah. Ray Romano.
Ray Romano was in that episode.
I've met him in person a couple of times actually. He's hilarious.
What?
So is Brad Garrett. Oh my god, dude, that dude makes people laugh nonstop.
Okay. All right. This says only the. Okay, ready? We're gonna connect.
Yeah. One click connect. Bam.
Ooh, I like that. What if I connect?
Okay, that's slick.
Hey, good job, demo man. This is slick coming from someone who is implementing a mini app right now. You've done a great job. All right. Here we go.
Today's date on the headstone. Okay.
Somebody
died.
Well, this is I haven't typed anything in. So we'll say
that's the prompt.
Alt and ETH were QA testing applications on a live stream.
Riveting story.
And then ... Is that good?
I mean, you're starting this bad boy. Do what you want.
Okay. And then a dinosaur ate a small donut.
Oh, so you already saved this to your...
Yeah, you
already did the transaction. Okay, I already see it.
It's a grid element. It's there. Oh, I
didn't see you sign a transaction. That's cool.
Yeah. So here we go. Now I'm saving my tail. The only thing you can't see is the transaction screen,
right?
Which I guess I could share that.
So right now on my end, it says only the profile owner can start the story. If you're the owner of the profile, please start the story.
Yeah. So here I am.
So I wonder if I need to refresh or if it will automatically.
Long click to confirm.
We'll see here.
And then I've got it. When you long click to confirm the screen, it actually brings you back to this guy. So now I got to come back here. Let's share that again. Let's move that back to the stage. There we go. Okay.
So I need to refresh.
There we go. So Alt and ETH were QA testing on a live stream. Then a dinosaur ate a small donut. That was less than a minute ago.
Okay, so
what happens next? Oh, I can do this. Huh? I can add another one if I want to. Or do you want to add one?
I'll add one. Yeah, I'll add one. But I can't do a custom one. It has to be one of the choices. Is that?
Yeah. You I think you have
only the first prompt is custom.
Yeah, I don't think it allows you to keep going.
So only that. I mean, maybe it's like a safety mechanism. That way, only the person whose grid it is can start the story. That way, it never gets out of hand.
Jeremiah O'Kelly says, "Wait, I thought Alts was a blonde anime boy."
That's my alter ego. Yeah.
Now listen, if your name is Jeremiah O'Kelly, I love it. You're Irish as fuck.
Jeremiah, I would say this. I can't tell you how many people I've met IRL at these conferences and stuff that they're like, they thought that I literally had a blonde bowler cut.
Well, you did. You actually you cut it and dyed it to get your current
Times like they thought that my clone. All right, let's
whatever you
getting the haircut just for. Yeah, my internet's still. I did a full reboot and everything, and let's hope it gets better. Anyway, okay, let me look at these options here. Alt frantically waved a controller at the T-Rex, trying to distract it from the donut shop. As the T-Rex swallowed the donut, the stream erupted in a sugarly filled.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Alt 10.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Breaking news.
I know. I saw that. I just saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Just a straight.
We must be dropping alpha. They're like, holy shit, he's colorblind. He can't see red, only green.
All price movements are relative to our streams. We should just stream around the clock. All right. Anyway, so let's go back to the
third option. Eth grabbed a nearby fire extinguisher, shouting, "Code red, caffeine overload."
All right.
I'm gonna go with the explosion of pixels. I like that one.
All right, you pick that, and then I'm going to see how this references on our story, and I'm going to add one afterwards because we're going to write a little story here. The only thing that I'm missing right away, Demo Man, I'm telling you, this is what I'm missing: the ability to turn this into a digital collectible at the end.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
If I could
end up liking the story or where it goes, like, yeah, minting it would be pretty freaking cool.
If I could turn this into a digital collectible, that'd be sweet. The other thing was in the little version that I was playing around with that, again, take my idea, please implement.
I sent my transaction, by the way. I don't know if you need to refresh on your end or what.
I'm going to give it a hot minute. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
you probably have to refresh, I bet. Oh, maybe. I bet I wonder if you click that refresh button. No. So there's other ways to do it too. Like, so click that little refresh. What happens next? Just to see. I'm curious.
No.
Okay. But you can always right click, just reload frame instead of having to refresh the page too.
Oh, there we go. All right. I'm going to add one too, but I got caught in the middle here. So Demo Man, this is how it was working for the little haiku app that I was making. It'd be really cool if like maybe after you add a couple stories together, you then send it out to the LLM you're using and have it generate an image. So you got like a comic book going, you got like the story in a panel and then mint it as a collectible at the end. Just like zoom out, take one picture. That'd be kind of cool. Again, make sure you do exactly what I'm telling. Don't be independent at all.
Don't do your own thing.
Do exactly what I said. Okay, so we got, as a T-Rex swallowed the donut, the stream erupted in a sugary-filled explosion of pixels. Then I got Alt and ETH were sucked into the screen, finding themselves in a candy-coated realm. Interesting. The explosion triggered a glitch that turned the T-Rex into a pixelated, donut-loving gamer. A portal opened, revealing a secret world.
Oh, wait. Okay, so I see different options on mine.
Yeah, that's right, you do. So you could add another one before I could get to it.
Okay.
I'm racing you.
But it gives you different. It gives every one is a different option.
Yeah, here we go.
So it doesn't feed us the same options. I got you.
I'm adding another one. This is actually kind of cool. Like you can go back and forth and write a story. Again, the only thing that's missing is to turn this into a post at the end. You turn this into a post at the end where it's a collectible, and now you got something super dope.
I mean, so one thing we could do too. Do you see right below it is the roasting mechanism? What if we combine these two and it's just like an on-chain fight? They would just keep roasting each other, and then you mint it as an NFT, and then like people can go vote to see like who won the argument.
That would actually be super funny. I'm not gonna lie. I would.
That would be hilarious. Actually,
I would actually love that very much. Yeah.
God, man. Okay, yeah. Actually, give me an idea.
Super dope. Oh, someone tipped the roast. I can tell because my earnings have gone up.
Oh man, you're making bank over here.
Dude, I'm making huge bank off being roasted. Please come to my universal profile. Here it is. And roast me. Story. That's why I love these mini apps. Like these mini apps are dope. And okay, so cool things that are coming in here that honestly, for a user, they're just like really nice to have from a developer standpoint. Like you got to be intentional on implementing these things, but it shows the genius of the ERC725Y. it pulls in your profile image. Now we know that's a function of having like that standardized metadata, but that's defined by the LSP3 profile schemas, like literally how you go and get this stuff and how it's stored. So like when alts posts, demo man's able to take this, pull it in, and you see that alts did it, right? It's actually just referencing his profile image. Demo man could have made the choice where he could take this section here and he could add alts' background image behind it if he wanted to. He could add alts' links in here. He could do whatever the hell he wants because all of that is publicly available data. He's actually, I mean, I have to appreciate these mini app builders and the wonderful job they're doing here, alts. I could tell you're frozen because you're just staring into the abyss. There we go.
Yeah.
The only
Wi-Fi is still.
The only other thing I'll say is like, dude, I'm big on let's call things other than universal. Let's call anything.
I think it's time. I think it's time we expand.
Yeah, like I could think of this is a choose your own adventure, right? Choose it. All right, you want to add one more before we blink off and look at the next one?
Okay, let me refresh. Okay, it's hard to get past this first one. It's good. I'm just gonna rock with that. All right. Transaction approved.
Transaction approved. Okie dokie. Waiting. Sorry, got distracted. And we're reloading. Skadoosh. Altanith stumbled into a realm where dinosaurs ruled and they became donut tasters for the T-Rex king. I mean, this turns into an obscene story quick.
Right.
Oh, Jeremiah O'Kelly says, so many apps can be plugged in and out of your up. That is right, my friend.
Sir.
You can go get these things. You can move them in as you want. You can move them out as you want. And let's say here, just for conversation's sake, because it'd be fun to do, we've got the Dracos Mint that Alts and Amir have been working on here. If I want to, I can actually clone the minter right to my profile. If I want to mint directly from my profile, I could do that, right? I could just click this button and it's going to move it right onto my profile. And then when I want to impulsively spend money when I'm on my profile,
you don't have to
do it anytime I want.
And so when you click on it, Jeremiah, it actually automatically show them really fast. Just click on it so you can see how it takes you there.
Sure. So it'll clone to my profile. It says go to your profile. And then boom, I've got the mint right on my profile.
It automatically loads it in for you. It's super easy.
Yeah, super dope. Yeah, that is super, super dope.
All right, let me
and now I'm like, and let's mint a Dracos.
As I'm minting a roast on your profile.
I mean, what we want is we want people on these profiles like all the time.
Yeah.
So
well, that's the thing is as more and more things get stacked up, right? There's just more and more things you'll be able to do.
Right. And I don't even have the most exciting profile, to tell you the truth, because I'm constantly testing things and moving things in and out just for the live stream. Like I don't really have a curated grid. Alts has a much more curated grid than I do. And you can look at what he has in there. I mean, there's some like really cool stuff that's come out recently that I don't think people are even paying attention to. So, okay. So this was one that I had flagged. Let's look at the other one that I had flagged, alts.
Wait, check out your roast real fast. I just sent you one.
Oh, you roasted me? All right.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, Sweet Feels roasted me too.
Oh, let's go.
All right, here we go. All right. Oh, that's a good roast. That one's gonna hurt. Keith, man, I'd say your vision's as dull as your wardrobe, but you wouldn't even know if you were wearing gray on gray. You're out here missing red flags and green lights. Probably why you're still holding on to those coins nobody's heard of. I bet you think rainbow's just a really long barcode.
I love the end of that.
Classic. Hold on, I've got my wife staring at me. She doesn't realize I'm live streaming. No, I'll read it in a second. Oh, all right.
You in trouble?
No, family issue. She's just leaving the house. Need to let me know. All right, Sweet Feels, that was an absolute perfect roast. Thank you. You're absolutely right. I do think the rainbow is just a really long barcode. Fantasy maps. All right. Fantasy maps is a cool, it has a cool couple, I think it's at least one collection. I know I own one. They've gone through and these are collectible literal fantasy maps. I'm going to find it in my profile. Now you got me, because I haven't talked to fantasy maps in a long time. Now I have to be like, all right, now we're going to do the thing that you should never do in real time. You want to know what that is, Alts?
What is that?
Search for something on a live stream. Right, let's all watch ETH while he searches very slowly for fantasy.
You know, you can literally type.
Shut up. Here we go. Fantasy maps. Whooping.
There's a search bar.
Yeah, I don't search for things.
You know, there's a search bar at the top there, right? Oh, okay.
Leave yourself alone.
Sam.
Oh, it's 404. Not found at the moment. All right. I own one of these fantasy maps here, and it looks like there might be an image to the IPFS. But anyway, these things are super cool. Took time to make all these fantasy maps, and actually, as someone interested in map building at the moment, painstaking work. Super cool. Fantasy Maps has been inactive for a while because of life. If anyone gets that, it's me, right? I get it. Life is a bitch sometimes and doesn't let up. All right, okay. So I got distracted when my wife walked downstairs. What was I doing?
You were checking my roast.
Oh, you roasted. Yeah, sorry. Thank God you're here. My ADD would not
keep you on track. Yeah.
This is why on my desk at work, I have I used to have 5 notepads, and it'd be like doing this now. And then like a squirrel, someone would come into my office and start talking to me. And if I didn't have it written down, I'd be like, well, that was a great day. Time to go home from work.
Didn't get shit done.
All right. Damn it. It logged me out, Alts.
My God.
My God. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
My bird. Come on, log me in. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right, now we're back on the roast. Alt roast. Ethan says, "Your head is so big, lather, rinse, repeat isn't enough." Jerk. However, let's tip him. Just because
we get that tip back.
All right. What you can't see is that brings up a transaction screen, and now I am tipping Alts.
Trash talk rebate.
A trash talk rebate. Is that what you just called it? Trash talk rebate? Hilarious. All right. Okay. So now we're testing another app. Annalisa says, "This is my favorite morning show." That was a comment that came in on Twitter. Annie, nice. Thank you. Anytime you want to join, this would only be better if you were here.
Agreed.
So, agreed. All right, let's see. And we've got bookmarks and this one, Necro. I don't know Necro. This one was about music. Do you remember that one? This one right here says, yes. My third D app for the Hack the Grid Part 2. It's a music D app where profile owners and visitors can create their own playlists. It even has autoplay, but I don't think I can get to it from here. Do you know what?
I know. I only saw the screenshot. I didn't actually see it on the grid.
Oh,
it might be hidden somewhere.
Where does this live? I thought there was going to be a link where we could beta test it in real time, but I can't get to it. That is disappointing. Well, now I'm disappointed. I feel such disappointment. I don't know what to do.
You're gonna be okay.
No, it's bullshit. All right. Do you have any? Do you have any hack the grid thingies that you wanna show up?
Well, yeah. Let me send you.
Here, I'll show you. This is in the exact same spot as it was the other day, just so we're all aware. The functionality has gotten slightly better. Here we go. And so this has gotten slightly better. I've still been working on it, right? We're still working on this bad rider. Not all of it looks appropriate, but you can see storage is slot based and you'll be able to add, oh, no, that's not what I want. You'll be able to add your address in here. Fuzzy search through the indexer, not yet an option, but we'll get the top 6 down. We're really going to get this thing in and it's going to be great. And then you'll be able to have your top 6 friends on your profile. And then you're going to have to pay me. Maybe we do that like bribes. Like if you pay enough, you can get to the top.
They're just for sale. It just becomes an advertising tool.
Straight scope creep. Here, I'll let you add your top 6, but if you want to get to the top, you got to pay me. Pay the creator. All right. Anyway, let's look at what Alt has here. Alt has sent 2. So let's check.
Let's look at that second one first.
Yep, working on it.
And the second one first.
Yeah. Oh, the second one first? Damn it. Why do you gotta be like that?
That's what I said. My God.
By the end of these shows, I've got like 57 tabs open.
You don't ever close tabs. You just open them.
Nah, I just keep opening them. All right. So tell me what I'm looking at here.
So this is Pop Studio. Yeah. So basically what it does is you can load a transaction and it basically creates art derived from that transaction.
Oh yeah, we played
one-to-one. Yeah. But now that's like they've integrated it into the mini app, so now you can put it direct.
Dope. Dope.
Yeah, it's slick.
You cut out there for a minute. Oh, Annie says, "Oh, hello, I'm new."
Well, welcome.
Didn't know there was a live chat on X streaming. You're absolutely right. Rob says this is not obvious. Rob, make a post explaining how obvious this needs to be. And then, Annalisa says facts. And you're absolutely right. A top 6 is going to be top of the charts. Everyone likes top 6.
We're sure right.
I mean, secretly, I'm kind of hoping that I can get it done. So on the Resonate up, we can put a top 6 of 6 DJs. That would be kind of fun. But
that'd be cool, actually. Yeah.
Just kind of saying. Just saying for easy searchability. So Rob has said no. Well, Rob, tune out. Go away. So
Rob.
All right. Anyway, so where do you want me to go now, Waltz? Because I'm driving.
Hang on. Let me get you another link here. Bear with me. I don't know if you saw this.
Rob says bye. Bye, Rob.
Rob, don't leave us.
Don't leave.
All right, check out that leaderboard.
Don't leave us. All right, checking out leaderboard. The LUKSO Gitcoin leaderboard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so those are the Hack Your Grid level 1 entries.
Oh.
But you can see a lot of the things that came through in the first phase.
Oh, so these are ones that we could go check out.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Cool. And I'll tell you, Soul Messenger I realize people don't understand what's going on yet, but you can literally write messages back and forth between universal profiles right now. Well,
in real time.
in real time. And you're probably going to see Soul Feed for this round, which will be nice. All right. Which one do you want to check out? What are we looking at? Which one do you want to?
I don't know. Is there anything that we haven't played with yet?
We haven't. The one that it's not even submitted, but we haven't played around with is Upcart. We showed it, but
yeah. Is it? It is live right now, right?
Yeah. Ooh,
that one is hella exciting.
You absolutely listen. If we can open source some of the little core pieces, so it makes it easy for you to encode and decode data, so you can just grab it and slap it into your application, then get back in that coding bag. You, like we said, you can move very quickly until you get to vibe debugging, and then that's the best part, where you waste time in a loop of not fixing errors. That's shout out to the Gitcoin guy for building this leaderboard. Yeah, it's dope. All right, can we find where? Oh, Upcart. That's what we want to find, because this is turning into alts and ETH being.
I mean, it always has been, always will be.
All right, but I want to make sure that we're showing some things off. All right, Upcart. Web3 commerce made simple. Bridge your e-commerce store to Web3 with universal profiles. And then you've got the Upcart underneath here. All right. So obviously, like we said, you could clone this easily. So this grid widget right here, you could move that right off to your brand profile right now if you wanted to. So, you know, if I had created Ethelorian's Emporium for stained glass and shells, right? Like I can sell it all right here.
I was gonna be like oversized beanies.
Oversized beanies. This is the grid widget. It also is on upcart.io, right? Upcart.io. Is that what it is? Upcart.io. This one right here. Let's show this. Here's the full site so you can see. This is Upcart.io, and this is from Wissam. So what Wissam is saying is, why choose Upcart? The future of e-commerce powered by LUKSO. You got a universal store profile. So create your store and link it directly to your universal profile on LUKSO. You get familiar e-commerce experience with the power of blockchain technology. You get that Web2 simplicity, and it accepts LIX payments directly to your universal profile. And with stablecoins, that'll be an easy integration as well. So ready to start your Web3 store, join the future of e-commerce on LUKSO universal profiles. So we could actually, if I connected my profile, which I'm going to do really quickly, it would allow me to actually create a store. And also, have you played around with this at all?
Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. So you get this really cool dashboard. You know, it's showing your revenue over time, total orders, store revenue, customers, products. It'll allow you to preview the store if you want to. It's going to show you what you have. I don't have any products, obviously, because I just kicked this open. It's going to allow you to do customer tracking in here, content, discounts. Now, what's great is this guy, the person behind this, actually has a very experienced in the development arena, let's say, especially with commerce like this. So this is actually built the right way. Super interesting. I mean, honest, I am of the mind that when these mini apps, when these experiences actually start to move just beyond the borders of our existing community, these things are going to really catch on like wildfire. So anyway,
yeah,
the
ecosystem of like mini apps that we're going to have, like, I mean, you can be able to do so much. Like people just, I mean, I don't think most people have wrapped their head around what e-commerce being fully decentralized actually means.
Right.
Like it's legit.
Yeah, look at this. Adding team members, their up address. Again, all of this stuff. I don't know how it's integrated. I haven't looked at the contracts.
If you add team members, then multiple people can make adjustments to it, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Permissions.
Yeah, I don't know how this is adding and or removing permissions at the moment, but that would be exactly what we've been talking about for a long time and what we want. you would want to be able to basically build an entity that uses the same profile, but the permissions are tiered or stratified based upon role. So like if you're the marketing person, you can't adjust the price of things. Maybe you can't withdraw money from the but you could absolutely change maybe the profile image, the background image, some of the data that's attached to the very specific schema that you have permission to change. So cool stuff. And this is just the dashboard as I'm showing you. And again, there's nothing on my dashboard, so it's really not very exciting. You can see again, all of this stuff is publicly available data, and you can bring it in and reference it at any time, which is really cool. I mean, that's just the benefit of this social by default ecosystem.
Yeah.
So going back over now to the mini app, this is a store that obviously Wissam has created, and you have these things. These are obviously not physicals. These are
Wait, they're
collect.
not? I already ordered some.
I already ordered some. Why don't we go through the process of
I got
ordering?
one. This one I got it from a store. It arrived yesterday.
Right. Let's add these to the cart. So this says now, okay, this adds, I need to connect my universal profile. So I haven't connected. So one click connect through the LUKSO provider. I've now connected. That's super awesome, right? I don't need to like go, and as long as I'm the context account that I've signed into Universal Everything, one click connect in and out of these mini apps. So then we want to complete purchase. Let's snag 3 of these bad boys. What do you think?
Let's do it.
I don't have a oh, you went black. You're gone.
Yeah, sorry, I lost my feed there.
Disappeared. Okay, so now I'm going to add a shipping address. It says, please provide your shipping address. This is cool. Your address will be securely encrypted and stored in your universal profile. Again, taking advantage of the ERC 725. Why? Why are we doing this? Why was LUKSO initiated? Why is it interesting? The ERC 725. Why? Right? That is the why behind it all, because you can actually now attach information to a profile. Right. And this profile then has all the benefits of being able to transact on a network, like a blockchain network. So here I can add a new address. I can add my name. You can see my name. Doesn't matter. It's all good. But like we can add things in here. I could add a street address, and all of this stuff is going to be securely and encrypted and stored in the universal profile metadata. What's nice about that is, again, from a flexibility standpoint, as long as the schema that Upcart is using is made public, as long as he open sources that, he could even standardize it. He could offer a standard that says personal address information should be stored as this under this key name. All the values underneath, right, can be standardized. But if he offers that, then any single other clothing brand or toy brand or anything that needs to ship or know your address could just pull that encrypted data and then decrypt it to send your stuff off. That could be like super beneficial, right? Like that could be really interesting. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you don't want your address just hanging out there so some scammer could, try to take it from you. Just debates and concerns, and maybe we could talk it through to make sure that it's the way it's implemented the correct way. But the nice thing is this is stored on your universal profile. It's not stored in the server of, some silk screen t-shirt maker that you don't know from a hole in the wall that you're trying to get a t-shirt from. This stuff is yours, right? You own it. It's self-sovereign.
Yeah, exactly. You could always you could make another up just for your personal shipping stuff too, if you wanted just for your orders. And then that way it kind of stands alone as well. Adds a little bit of extra protection too.
Yeah. So this is Upcart, right? This is Upcart. This is one that you should definitely be checking out. If you're not checking this out, you need to get a life.
Get a life.
Just like get a life, because obviously you're struggling at being a human. All right. Have you looked at subs from Heisenberger? alts I know is getting so
I was
frustrated.
actually just looking at that. It's so annoying. But no, I was just looking at that again. But it looks like it's all offline right now
Oh, subs is offline.
or paused.
Heisenberger, I know
Yeah, I
you're out
wanted
there.
to know more about that. Yeah.
I know you're out there. Push. Yeah, let's go. Push something up. Make it live. Make
Yeah.
it live. We're QA testing in real time. Universal ads. Have you played with that one? And I like to play the game where I know alts is there, but he might not be there.
I mean, this is so maddening, man. I literally did the whole troubleshoot my router and everything. Thought it was working great, and then here we are again.
Universal
I have
ad.
to get a professional out here to fix my router.
Yeah. Do you know where Universal Ads is on this?
I'll go to a router lab.
You think it's linked on Errata?
Yeah. You can always find that. Yeah. So if you weren't sure of subs, basically it says it allows content creators to set up subscriptions on their grid through the mini app, which is cool.
Yeah, I wanted to play with that, but apparently it's not working. All right, here we are. Woo! Look at all these GIF emojis. Look at all these contributors to GIF emoji here for Errata Labs.
Oh, you got Fabian in the mix down there too. Nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What do we got? We got Unitrack. Unlock your LSP7 portfolio. I don't really know what that is.
Maybe you're tracking the tokens that you own. Yeah.
There's no active ad.
Oh, there was one yesterday.
I don't. Here we go. There's the link out to Universal Ads. All right, Universal Ads. There is no active ad though. So it says start by creating an ad. There is no active ad. You want to create an ad?
Do it.
Let's create an ad. All right. We're going to create an ad. The ad is going to say what? New standards. The link is going to go to.
Can you do the stream? Or wait, do we have it up for our new standards?
We do, right? But that's the secret location of the top 6.
Oh shit. Okay.
Shh. All right. Let's see. Let's the ad is going to take you to Alts's universal profile. Why don't we do that? How does that sound, Alts?
Sounds great.
Yep, it's great. I just realized that you're not looking at my screen. There we go. Boom.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Hey,
okay.
It's your job to remind me of these things. Otherwise, it turns into a really, really boring live stream. All right, here we go.
So price per day, 1 licks per day. Okay, so put the link in there.
All right, hold on, I'm working on it.
Image URL. Yeah, you can put my beautiful. I wonder, can you pull that from my PFP?
I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Hold on. Skadoosh. I don't think I can pull it from your PFP. Where am I going to get your image URL?
Wait, hang on a sec.
Shoot me an image URL while I sit here and
I got you. 1 second.
All right. Well, Alts actually solves the problem that I'm having in real time because I didn't think this through and just jumped off a cliff. I'm actually really interested to see this Universal Ads and see how it comes together. Now, if you notice, we've just spent the last hour dicking around through 4 or 5 different.
That might be too long.
Mini app. Oh, you feel like it's too long? Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a long link.
Yeah, that is.
All right, here we go. And no, it let us put it there.
Okay, well, let's try it.
And we're gonna run it.
Do it for 700 days.
I don't know if I have this much money in my up. We're gonna give it a shot.
You know, 5 links limit. I'll send you. I got some links I can send you.
I don't know what I have in there. All right, here we go. It's not reverting the transaction, so I think I have it. Long click to confirm. And all right, it's telling me to wait. It's thinking. It's probably like, I'm really angry at you. And know what I'm angry at you for is that you don't have that much Lux in your account.
Or it's like, this fucking link is way too long. Why did you give me such a long link?
Why did you torture me? Oh no, it's telling me, okay, here we go. Let's refresh. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. All right. Well, if you have universal ads on your account, now we are splashing your page. We are splashing your page with with
So yeah, everybody that has that on their profile. But I think so the way it works, I'm pretty sure I feel like I've done it already. We can claim if you put it on your profile, you get a piece of that revenue for hosting it on your profile as like one of the ad distributors.
Yeah, super cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock that in because why not? So again, we are through. What are we through? We're through an hour of this show, and we have gone through what? We've touched no fewer than 6 mini apps, and we're barely scratching the surface. So this is why it drives me bonkers when people are like, I've created there's nothing built on this chain.
Right,
Why?
yeah.
You people aren't building anything. I've been a god who's given you all things. And it's like, let's just look. There's so much being built. It's just a matter of discoverability at this point. And at least it feels like she's co-working with us right now. Thumbs up. I don't if we were all in the same location co-working, that would actually, you know what? In real life, I tend to be.
So you need to like make that universal ad a little bigger though.
Yeah.
If you scroll it down, it looks nice and slick.
In real life, I feel like you've hung out with me in real life. I'm actually way more subdued. It's like get on a live stream and I feel the need to just keep talking.
Well, you're also pounding coffee.
2 cups in, really thinking about a third, thinking about putting this on the wait a minute. Oh, look at the size of that ad.
That's beautiful.
Come to Ethelorian's Grid, where what you'll see is just one giant PFP of alts. I like how we just splashed everybody's.
I wonder how many people are hosting it on theirs right now.
Not only that, but I put it up for 5 days.
Yeah, that's great.
I love it though. That's great. All right. Well, universal ads. So that's how it works. Like that's great.
It's just so easy. Yeah.
Do you have an ad on your grid? Did you incorporate universal ads?
Yeah, it's on mine. Yeah. I just enlarged mine so that way.
All right. Where in your mess of grids is
it's on the wall. It's just on my wall.
Oh, right there. Universal ads. It's actually really dope. Like this makes a lot of sense. It really makes all the sense in the world.
But once again, people really haven't quite discovered that yet. Because if you have a brand or a project, which the space shooter game, they had an ad running for a few days.
Yeah. So
to promote their game.
So if someone comes behind me now and goes to universal ads and they also put an ad in, this thing will actually then blink across ads.
That's what I haven't seen that yet. But let me let me add one and see what happens.
Yeah. Add my do me a favor. Grab the new standards PF. Can you grab the new standards?
Yeah. I got you.
Logo from.
Okay, so where do I go? Oh, I have to go to the universal ads.
Yeah, you got to go to the universal ads page.
Okay, to their up. Okay, I'm gonna go and follow them too.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna check my roasts, see if anyone else roasted me. Nope, no one else has roasted me. Hey, go to the roast page.
Please go talk shit to ETH.
Yeah, go to the roasts and start roasting me, which means just come to my grid and tell me how you really feel.
Have you roasted me yet, Eth?
You know what? Alts I haven't. I'll be working on that shortly. Let me add to my universal story that we started this morning.
Okay,
Again,
so wait, where did you go to build an ad?
yeah,
Oh, there it is. It's right below. Okay, I see it. Create your ad here. Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. So that's one thing too here. I'll send you the link if you want to pull it up easily. But like, yeah, that's where you can create the app, and that's also where you can claim fees. You can claim your earnings, so you can withdraw your accumulated advertising revenue.
So dope.
Yeah, it's so. But imagine like when you have that up, and then there's 20 different projects that are all posting ads, right?
Uh-huh.
And it just cycles through, and you earn revenue just for hosting that on your up. Like that's so
That's
cool.
so dope. So dope. It's actually a great idea. I mean, like these things are again, it's all about discoverability. And I think if you're wondering what service do we perform by coming here and live streaming, it is just that we're just giving discoverability. This is all we've ever really wanted to do, but there just hasn't been the stuff to look at. And now I hope this like mini app explosion never stops. Right. Granted.
It's only going to pick up steam, man. That's the thing.
Yeah, here we go. Oh.
Which is great. We're gonna have never-ending string of content to mess with.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
Roasting.
Appreciate it. Keep them coming.
Yeah, please roast me.
I want to see an Annalisa roast.
All right, here we go. So what happens next? You said Ethan Alt stumbled into a realm where dinosaurs ruled and they became a donut tasters for the T-Rex king. Alt and Eth were tasked with finding the legendary golden donut, a mythical treat rumored to grant the eater imaginable power and donut mastery. Genetically engineered donut dinosaurs. Now, if I didn't like this, any of the three, I could actually click.
Oh, you can.
I could click on that, the little regenerate, and get 3 new stories.
So now anybody can come along and add to it?
To my story?
Yeah.
Yeah, just come to my universal profile. Actually, that's kind of the cool thing that I'm discovering in real time. Come to my grid and you're interacting with me. Like these mini apps are architected like you're actually interacting. We're having like this back and forth, creating something kind of cool that's between the two of us. Again, feedback as a QA tester, like where my mind goes, what I want is, again, if we could mint this as an NFT at the end and then every contributor was listed as a creator.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like that would be really sick, right?
That'd be
Just
dope.
make it an LSP8 contract. No, maybe that doesn't work. I don't know. We don't have to get into the specifics of it, but it would be super cool. All right. Anyway, Altony stumbled upon an underground bakery where rebels plotted donut base. T-Rex pointed Altony as royal pastry chefs. Let's go one more. As donut tasters, Altony discovered a hidden prophecy that linked their presence to the ancient donut that sparked the portal, threatening to destroy the balance of power. Going with that one. Signing transaction. Oh, through an exception code. Why? Why to throw an exception code? Oh, we got something going on. Throwing an exception code.
Oh, I just tried to create that and I got something similar. Try again here.
So how you feeling about price alts? You feeling like you want to Thelma and Louise it off a cliff?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting a transaction error. It says exception thrown in contract code. I don't know if I am not allowed to put one of those links on there or something.
No. I got it too when I just went to update something. There might be something going on.
Maybe they're updating something.
Yeah. Again, QA testers in real time breaking things.
Well, I had it all ready.
Yeah, I was totes ready to do things. Yeah.
About price? No, I mean, like, yeah, of course it sucks. Nobody expected really have this level of struggle at this point, but that's the way it works in crypto. You get the pullbacks like when you least expect it. Obviously, the altcoins and the small cap stuff have gotten hit over the head harder than the big stuff. But even ETH, yeah, it's like it's lower than what it was 4 years ago. Like, but it's also not crypto. It's not just crypto, right? It's macro. Literally, the I don't know, stock market lost like a 1.5 trillion yesterday. You know what I mean? Like everything is getting beaten up. Can you hear me?
My wife said someone threw a pre-rolled joint at our front door.
Okay.
I don't think anyone threw a pre-rolled joint against our front door.
Is that like a prank or something?
It's not like people are driving down our street. Like it's not a busy street. Instead of the paper boy, it's the pre-wrap. It's a pre-roll boy.
I love that. Yeah.
Well, we make paper boy, but it'll just be joints.
That's a mini app game right there.
I don't know what the deal is. I think there might be just like a little bit of a hiccup going on.
Yeah, same.
I'm getting this exception code.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Mine is harder to implement because I got to reload all my information. So I'll wait till yours works and then I'll redo, and then I'll load mine in there.
Maybe what I'll do is
I want it because I'm curious if this works because I'm doing a link to the stream.
We just got to the most exciting part, and now we're
now we're throttled.
now we're being throttled. I'll tell you, we would know almost instantaneously if we were. We would know if we were
you don't say.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like looking online to see if anyone has reported that it's not working at the moment.
But yeah, about price, yeah, of course it sucks. Everything's kind of getting flushed out. But I mean, I think for crypto, like in the long term, like it's not a bad thing. Like there was so much just rug and scam money that had to leave the system from all those fucking pump and dumps, right? Pump.fun and Solana, all that stuff. So I mean, yes, like I it sucks, but I mean, look what we're doing. We're literally testing mini apps on a chain that's about to open a bridge and do a bunch of exciting shit. So like, I mean, fundamentals wise, like we're playing the long game, so it doesn't bother me as much. I'd be terrified if I was just sitting here holding like Solana memes or something.
Dude,
I don't think those are coming back.
How many people got completely wrecked?
Well, it's like the same thing, right? It was like, okay, it happened with ICO. At the end of it, you just ended up with like Dentacoin, you were fucked, Same thing with NFTs, same thing with the meme cycles. Like,
yeah, all right, we're good, Alts.
Okay, sweet.
So what you want to do is go into your profile and just make sure that any of the transactions that you sent that were being reverted, you just cancel them.
I couldn't even, mine didn't even let me go through, so I couldn't even hit click to confirm.
Yeah, if you go down, make sure you just cancel them. While you're doing that, Annalisa roasted you all.
Oh, me? Oh, on mine.
Oh.
I didn't say. I couldn't see it.
Your favorite band is Nickelback.
Hey. That's uncalled for, man.
All right,
that is not cool.
We're going to tip that one.
Hey, don't draw attention to it. You forgot the word least.
No, she didn't.
So I'm still getting transaction error exception thrown in the contract.
Yeah, go into the make sure that you cancel all pending transactions so that there's no draft transactions.
Okay.
All right, then going back, and Annalisa roasts Ethelorian.
Okay, let me try this again here.
You probably start clapping when the plane lands. The answer is I want to. Every time the plane comes down, I'm like, all right, and the wheels in the back. Oh, that's nice. Good job. All right, get the ones down the front. Oh, great. Excellent. In my head, I'm clapping for sure. Yeah, old man. So, did you get that sorted yet or what?
I'm trying. Hold up.
Oh, look at the ad. And the ad is prominent. I
I'm
just
still getting
want
the
to
same thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to cancel it out.
wow, you are stinky.
Let me just like
Open up the extension and you just have to like make sure that anything that was active is actually canceled.
Yeah, I did that.
You didn't try to send it, especially with the nature of planes now. There were
Yeah.
the turbulence was actually super bad on the way into Denver. Like it was like pretty bad. And the girl who was sitting not the seat directly in front of me, but on the diagonal, vomited for the better part of
Oh
20 minutes on the landing because it was so bad. And at first I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna get sick. I thought she was like sneezing COVID everywhere. But no, it was literally her just like retching. Which you know when
Jesus
people
Christ.
retch, like it makes other people retch around them.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, is it from? I mean, everybody. Yeah, I think most people succumb to that. Whether it's the sound of it, the seeing it, or the smell. For me, it's like the smell is the worst. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
no.
triggering.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. This doesn't work. I'm gonna just show you my screen so maybe you can help me. What the? Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
wow, you really stinky at that.
Yeah, I suck at this. Apparently, I don't.
You a stinky.
Hey, you know what? Be nice, okay? Play nice.
You could figure it out, man, because we're all waiting to see what happens with the universal ads.
We're trying to get that second one in there.
Just try. Anyone could do it. Any other person could do it, but they're not. They're not helping us out. All right. Well, Alts has disappeared from existence here. The video came out
Okay,
here. While you're doing
wait.
that,
I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready.
all right, the video came out for Social Everything, so I'm going to give this a play.
Oh, it did. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Social Everything. How LUKSO speaks about things, it comes from a bit more humanistic perspective.
For it. But I think we can all agree that the onboarding has a lot of room to grow.
Agreed.
To demystify it or to speak around it is just to tell people to come and see what's going on.
Putting music out as this character instead of doing it as myself.
Parts have always had patrons. All these people I knew were all involved in this like new creative work.
I think this is that is from the mastermind at Louis. There we go. Alts, what are you sharing right now? I can see you typing a tweet.
Yeah, well, I was. Yeah, you saw me replying. Okay, so I was gonna try this again. Okay.
All right. So now I got to put Alts on the big screen because he can't figure out how to share a screen.
I've yet to try that.
Hold on. And how the hell am I going to do this? And this right here. Boom. Okay.
Okay, so go to create ad. Right.
Oh, Annalisa says she's going to be dropping more clips in the coming days. Oh yeah.
I love that Annalise is the last 12 comments.
We're co-working. That's why.
Yeah,
That's what's
in real
happening.
time. Okay, so create your ad. Click and create ad. New standards. I'm trying to add the link to the stream.
Don't mind me. I'm just commenting on random Twitter posts while I'm over here Twitter posting.
Okay, so here we are. Create ad, waiting for transaction. Confirmation. Let's see. And now nothing's happening. It's like, what is going on?
I don't know. This is riveting though. Once again,
I don't.
we are knocking it out of the
It is, yeah,
park.
well-
We know how to keep people entertained. I'm replying to Discord messages. Alts is over there just struggling.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Because there's an active ad. You can't create another one.
Oh, so that's what it is then.
So I have advertised your Dracos PFP for 5 days. You're welcome, everyone. You will now have that.
It's about. I thought it was if you added multiple that it would just cycle them through like you thought.
Only ETH can update the ad/manager. Amir, is there a way to make it so we could have multiple ads running?
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I mean, that's obviously not version 1. That would have to be like a version 2, but that's what we were testing there is like, can we have multiple ads running at the same time? And he goes, not ETH. I meant ETH. Yeah, no, I get it. not the coin. The dipshit wearing the pink hat. Yeah. There's an active ad. You can't create one of the days. Only I can update it as the ad manager. So you're telling me that I need to go to the ad manager. Oh, Amir. Second version, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it was MVP, right? Second version, yeah, because you could have 20 different profiles posting ads on there.
In the second version, what I want is ... diggity ... which means whatever you want to put in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Skidoosh. Oh, hold on. Let's get here. Amir has got here. There we go. Amir has his grid with the local host that he tests in. See, this is much smarter than me, Amir. What I choose to do
just
is repeatedly push commits to my continuous integration and deployment, and then test and prod, and then get rate limited when I make a mistake or do dumb things, because at 2:00 in the morning, I'm just too tired. So I don't do things correctly, apparently. All right. Oh, Amir says also they're going to support LSP7 tokens. Okay. So, look at this. If you want, you can even.
Oh, so you can link a token.
Yeah.
As an ad. Is that what he means?
You can pay with LSP7 tokens at some point, which is great. That couldn't have happened at a better time. It literally, that couldn't happen at a better time. You went, oh, and then you stalled. So it just went, okay. So where are the ads again? They're down here. So I'm the only one now that could potentially change this.
Well, here, let me just send you what I had and let's see if we can swap. I mean, I hate to get rid of my beautiful face there, but let me just send you. So try to see if we can edit it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to explore right now, and I'm not finding I
was just there.
The easy way to do this, because I have it showing the ad. Would I be able to do it? Amir, help me out. Where am I going to find this? Because right now I'm looking at the universal ads on your page, but it's just showing my ad. Where can I
go to the link? Okay, the third from the bottom link I sent in our chat.
Third from bottom link. 1, 2, 3.
Because I can see update ad right there.
Okay, got it. All right, here we go.
All right, Annalisa's got to head out. Thanks for hanging with us, Annalisa.
So I can update ad?
Yeah, try that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna let me update it. Yeah, I could change it if I want to.
So you can't change the number of days. You've already committed to 5 days.
Yeah, I've already paid for the 5 days. So
try to do new standards and I sent you the link for the link and then image URL.
All right, new standards. Link and okay, you sent me that?
Yeah, well, I sent the link to my stream on Twitter, but you can pull yours if you want. I was just trying to see if it would work.
Okay, here we go.
But it would be sweet to send people to this stream.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then we
yeah,
can just
yeah,
keep
yeah,
that
yeah.
up. Man, we can just keep that up, and then every show just relink it.
Could do that. But then it's not universal ads. Then it's just all
Well, no,
right.
that would be obviously at V2. It's going to be getting yeah. So go ahead and purchase for 365, so we can just keep this, and then just change it every few days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, hold on. Where I'm efforting here.
Well, I'm glad it was a simple thing that was not my problem, that I didn't mess up. I was like so confused.
All right. I think that we're gonna get this updated now. We'll find out shortly. Amir, we're testing your product in real time.
I just noticed there's
So
a QR cup on the bottom of my code. Or on the bottom of my code.
there's a QR
There
code
we
at the
go.
bottom of my code. I don't know if that triggered a transaction because I wasn't connected. 1134, 1134, completed. It says it's completed. I'm glad everyone's so excited to look at our dumb shit. All right. Problem is it's not as big of an image. It doesn't cover it,
Oh,
but it's nicer for the small wall.
yeah. Just have to shrink it down again.
Yeah, I just gotta shrink that bad boy. So, all right, going back to
That's a bummer. It doesn't just
doesn't stretch, doesn't cover.
yeah.
All right, sharing tab.
But I wonder. Hmm,
We're gonna be less intrusive with this ad. We don't want to take over everybody's grid. We're
yeah,
just
you're right. You're right.
gonna make the one block. We're gonna make it easy for people to have it. There we go. Locking it in. So in theory, everybody's grid, like if you look at your grid right now, do you see that ad?
I already had. Yeah, I already had it on there. It already shows up. I'm just resizing mine as well.
Just resizing it. Okay, perfect. Anyone else come through and roast? I think we're at the.
You were supposed to roast me. You never did.
I can't. I'm not gonna roast you on screen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not looking.
I'm not looking. All right, here we go. Pew, pew. All right, we're good. All right. All right. I think we've tested out a bunch of these. Is there anything else that's launched recently that you have a certain passion to see?
Let me look 1 sec.
Oh, what's this? The breaking LUKSO's tip assistant mini app 40 minutes ago. This launched. These people really got to figure it out. You got to tell us that you're launching. You got to tell me that you're launching. All right. All right, here we go. This one just launched alts.
Oh, a new mini app did?
Yeah, it's tip assistant. I don't know how it works though. It says it's continuously tipping 2%. No idea how that's working,
But
but
it's from year one.
yeah, but if it's the executive is powered by up assistants, continuously tipping. All right, I'm gonna clone it because if it's tipping me, I want to be tipped. So I'm gonna clone that real
Send me
quick.
a link to that. Where did you find that?
No, you don't steal my tips. Okay, hold on. This is it just popped up here. I'm gonna drop this over to you. In the private chat because not everyone can get it. Because if it's tipping, I want all the money. There, sending it to you, Alts.
Got it.
All right, now I'm looking at this. It says 1, sign, 2, add permissions, 3, install UAP protocol. Okay. I like how like all the OPSEC people would be like, don't sign anything you don't know. And I'm like,
Oh, so it says an executive assistant that automatically takes a specified percent of all licks you receive and tips the universal profile that you choose with it. Connect your wallet to continue.
Oh,
So it's like could be a tipper to somebody, or it could be like a piggy bank for yourself.
or yeah, piggy bank for yourself. Definitely, you can do that. Like a savings. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Don't. I'll set that up after. I'm getting lost in an absolute maze of tabs at the moment.
You're in Tabtopia.
Yeah, it's a dystopian tabbing. Well, just in case anyone was wondering, the price went up and then it came right back down. Someone couldn't wait to smash that sell button.
Wait, so click on the new standards ad. Make sure it takes you to the stream.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. All right, and here and whoosh. Oh,
Oh, it went in a new tab. We don't see it. There we go. All right. Oh, look at that. We get to see it in real time.
We're incepted right now.
Inceptified. Imagine if you did the whole stream like this. It'd be super annoying.
Oh shit. All right. Okay. Is there anything else that we really want to discuss here? I feel like I've just fallen down this rabbit hole and I'm,
yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
here, maybe watch some of this. So, like, I mean, people that's another thing too, is like the people that, just stare at the chart, don't really pay attention, and then they miss all these cool mini apps and things that are getting developed. But then also talk about the bridge and DeFi and stuff like that and SocialFi. They're just a lot of people are just missing the content that's been coming out that answers a lot of their questions.
Yeah. All right. So you want to share this?
We could, yeah.
All right. Let's get this up on the stage.
Yeah. So for those that missed it, we had a LUKSO Pink Village breakfast one morning where the whole fam got together and we got to hang out. And then after, we pulled a few people aside and had some one-on-one chats. Shout out Metaversal for being our host on that. So it was just a live stream. It was great. Had some great conversations. This one's with John, head of growth at Fancy.
Okay. Yeah. So let me let it run, and then let me let this run, and I'm gonna take my camera down for a hot minute while I just Joe Rogan this while that runs for about 5 minutes. Use the restroom. And
you guys are also, as far as I understand, trying to bring in more DeFi into LUKSO, right? I met a couple of people that were working on a lending protocol.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit like what the efforts are on that front?
Liquidity has always been an issue at LUKSO. We recognize that, and I think a huge part is the fact that we don't have the core DeFi primitives, right? Because centralized exchanges is a pocket of liquidity on one side, but you need that on-chain aspect of it as well, right? Be able to bridge funds over so that, keeps the economy going. Because at the end of the day, yes, we are chained for social, but there's also a token that's behind it that is used for gas and, for staking, etc. Not having those DeFi primitives, we're not even talking about anything crazy. Like we want to full DeFi ecosystem, but not having those primitives really is not ideal for liquidity, which is super important, right? Obviously, we have the two-way bridge that's progressing really well. That's going to get launched, but there's already projects building within the ecosystem. We have a DEX, which is universal swaps. That's great. Second one coming, that's not an AMM model, but an order book model. And they're very aligned with social and cultural tokens on that side. So we've made sure they're kind of in line with the vision of social DeFi, which we discussed in the past. And we need a lending protocol. So we have, a very strong team out of Lisbon. They've been quite active in other ecosystems, but they're pretty excited about doing an Aave v3 fork on LUKSO and exploring taking it to the next level after the initial deployment's been done. You have Jordy, for liquid staking with staking first. There's a launch pad coming, which they've already fully integrated LSPs. They're going through the audits right now, and they provide a whole suite of tools for projects that want to launch on LUKSO and there might be a token related to their project, but then we're missing all the tools that interface really well with LSPs that allow you to do liquidity locks on dexes, or, you know, vesting smart contracts, all these different pieces. If you were to ask projects to create one from scratch themselves, that's super inefficient. Right? And so we're bringing all these protocols that have really robust sets of infrastructure to nurture that. I would say the last part is also there's a incentive kind of mechanism protocol. They work with Sushi Swap, Arbitrum, DYDX, a lot of different ecosystems on that front. They're integrating as well. So then we can roll that out and also incentivize people to bridge funds over and really roll it out in a gradual way.
That's like super exciting. As someone that's been following LUKSO for a really long time, liquidity has been an issue. And the way I kind of see the ecosystem, we don't want it to become just DeFi, right? That's not, we're trying to create this.
I mean, we're still very much focused on
right.
the social and culture,
right. We're trying,
but we cannot ignore this aspect of the ecosystem.
But the thing is, any business needs the foundation layer, which 100%. Is the money. You know, you got to bring in liquidity.
Yeah.
And then the way that I see it is that the things that blockchain allow you to do are really integrated with the money side of things, because the innovation between the tokens and the DeFi with the social is what gives you that explosion of new utility. If it wasn't for the DeFi, that utility wouldn't really be that, you know, broad. It wouldn't be as amazing, right? But when you combine those two things, you can create all these really cool, new, innovative things that you actually just cannot do on Web2. The really cool thing about LUKSO is that it's bringing us into a new S-curve, I like to think of it, in blockchain, where if we can break through that barrier, that we're going to have this Cambrian explosion of just new, cool, innovative things that we haven't seen on Web3 yet. Just because of the standards that LUKSO and how it brings everything together kind of opens up this whole new world of possibilities.
Well, one of the promises of blockchain and social is creator monetization. How do you do that without the proper traffic lights, roads, that core infrastructure on that side? It's a huge selling point for creators, and that's what we're trying to disrupt, right? So you have to have that basic infrastructure for people to even, you know, disrupt that.
Right.
And it's still all towards social and culture.
All right, I think we're back. Alts, what excites you about that?
I mean, it just feels like, I mean, it's funny because, I mean, being on this journey for a long time, you know, we were clamoring for these things, but just not quite really knowing why we needed them. Like marketing, tier one. And it's like, really, these are the rails that we truly needed, because even if you market before that stuff is ready, you really don't reach the potential of the marketing at all. Right. But there's that underlying, you know, financial rails to all of it. It's like, because there's so many things out in the space that are powering network effect that we just don't have yet, right? Like DeFi, probably number one. You know, so the bridge and access to the full Ethereum verse. So I think once we get those, I think, because then you can actually do what really interesting stuff is where you can add social elements to those DeFi things that exist out. And that's like, so you're adding to that, but then you get, you know, the TVL and liquidity, and that's how you actually gain momentum that's sustainable. So that excites me, having those rails in place is, that's going to be sick. What about you?
It's just needed. You can't have a creative economy without an economy.
I mean, I think we've had up to this point a creative eco, no money.
Yeah. Creative, struggling eco money situation. However, what I will say is, if you have watched the early part of the stream, or you go back and look at it, we've got a lot of mini apps that are just the kind of starting, and like you see, there is the possibility for lots of interaction, lots of micro payments, lots of productive payments that move around as people use it for entertainment or advertising space or. So it'd be great to bring those on-chain stables. And then as companies get bigger, or they want to capitalize or do a token offering, like John said, it's probably an overlooked piece of infrastructure, but the ability to manage a token generation event, have vesting schedules or token unlocks that are done trustlessly, like you need that infrastructure, and like that's all coming online too. So there's a lot of little pieces coming online. Again, a money market, lending with RVV3, an order book DEX, which is a slightly different version, instead of the automated market maker, like that is universal swaps based upon the Uniswap model. You get a different type of way to swap tokens in that order book DEX. And then, finally, like we said, we get some core infrastructure around these TG events. So like all this stuff is good stuff,
Yeah.
Despite the market drawdown, this is where I like look at this ecosystem and I'm like, a lot of ecosystems just are what they are. For us, we just continuously are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And if the knock has ever been, there hasn't been a lot to do. Now we're fastly, like very quickly, we're building out an ecosystem that there's going to be a lot to do, because the barrier for entry is just so low on these mini apps to make things interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at all these.
Well, how quickly a developer can put them together, right?
Sure. Heisenberger had a post the other day that said, people are overlooking the fact that you can launch a Web 2 app and then integrate the context provider, so you get the context account because you've put it in the grid, and just take Lux's payments, right? So you could build a game and just pay with Lux and make the game work, right? You don't need Lux integrated into the fabric of the game or any crypto that would be available. You could take an LSP7 token. I mean, all of this stuff is like, you can wrap let's not use Web 2. You can wrap like a traditional, more centralized environment with this decentralized wrapper, use it as authentication, and then boom, you've got another fun grid game. And looking at what Grok can do, looking at what Claude 3.7 can do, a lot of people could get creative, throw up a game of their choosing, go back to Atari, build a Pitfall, throw that baby in, and every life costs, a quarter of a Lux, and just let people play the game. These are things that can happen. They're super fun.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see, network effect is kind of, it's twofold, right? Like you need the financial rails. Like we see it happen all the time. A new chain opens up a bridge, and then all of a sudden this
and you guys are also, as far as
comes in, and you have, it's just kind of like a snowball where it can gain momentum. But like on the user side of things, like what can we actually do besides financial stuff? It's like, it's going to be the mini apps, man. Like think about the virality of, of course, if you have DeFi elements to it as well, it just turbocharges it. But just being able to play a game, or to mint something, or to do an e-commerce shopping, or literally any of your activities, like that you would do in Web 2 or Web 3, to be able to do it in a single place on your grid that's fully decentralized, that's earning you on-chain reputation, and you're building your identity, and all these things tied to your decentralized, smart contract-based account. Like, that's freaking powerful, man. Like, and how easy it is to, I say easy to make one as a dev, though it's totally different than making a full-fledged dApp on Ethereum, right? Being able to make a mini app, and then being able to just take that and clone it to your grid easily. And then it's like the virality of that, all you need, man, is like one or two of these just to catch steam, and people, they'll flood in to check it out.
Yeah. It's not even a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And like for any person, peace out. That was at 11:31. We missed that by 20 minutes, but
I shouted it out when I saw it.
Don't mind me. I'm just a clown. I do feel like there's a reality in place, that is, we have lots of participants across the broader blockchain community that are not here to actually use the applications at all. They're here to buy low, sell high, right? That is the utility of the tokens behind any one of these projects, is just buy low, sell high. Their sole purpose is to speculate on the price, and they're not actually using the product. And we can all fall into those cycles of not using the product when you've got other things going on in your life. Like I get this. But every now and then I catch someone who's just being down. It doesn't matter the ecosystem. This is not LUKSO specific. This could be like, there's nothing going on insert chain here. And then you get someone who's plugged in. You could be like, there's nothing going on Farcaster. And then you talk to someone and they're like, there's a billion mini apps on Farcaster. And you're like, oh, wait, did I miss something? And this is not unique to LUKSO. Like I said, this is across every ecosystem, but specifically within our LUKSO community, a lot of people watch this from LUKSO. It's nobody's building anything. And you're like, fuck all, like just take a peek for a half a minute and you watch. Like Alt and I didn't even try and burned an hour playing around with mini apps.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And like, we're just getting started. So, like, take a moment and actually use the product, and it's amazing how right away you're like, oh, this is good, right? Like I enjoy this. My own brother the other day, he's like, oh man, I haven't really used universal profiles in the last few months because of reasons, and he's like, I started using it and it's honestly a lot better than everything else. And I'm like, yeah, no,
that's not even that's just like the UX, and that's going to continue to get better too, right? But that's not even like taking into account what's going on in the back end. The fact that it's like legit, truly decentralized at the core L1 level, right? Like, because the other ones you'll see, like, I mean, you'll see L2s and other things with so many apps, but it's like they're these closed, they have their own centralization layers, right? So, yeah, I think it's twofold there.
Twofold. It's just a matter of like, yeah, I don't know. There's something here. I feel like we attracted a community early on, and you and I are guilty of helping to attract them, of last cycle participants, right? And there are a lot of people who got in really, really early and held token allotments, and their main focus was on a return on investment. Now, I'm not going to like say that they shouldn't have done that, because obviously people are here, if you're, let's be honest, it's crypto economic systems. Like there's a certain amount of money that's important to make this whole thing go around.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I think it's kind of like we're kind of at this inflection point where, I mean, when you first got into crypto, like, I mean, depending on, everybody's cycle, and the first cycle is different, but like for a lot of people, when you first got in, it was all you could do was just speculate, buy it, and just hold it and then try to flip it. Like that was, so a lot of people got conditioned to that's just like the only thing, right? Now you said, of course, that is a big part of it, the financial side of it and the value side, right? But like, yeah, it's opening, the floodgates are kind of opening up to this new realm of UX and just experience and things that you'll be able to do besides just sit there and hold the token, which ultimately that's how we attract the average person. The average person, they're not going to go through all these hoops just to hold the token that maybe they get, no, but if you start meeting them where they're at and they can do things that they would just normally do anyways, but now they're doing it on chain, like that's how you actually, expand beyond just this group of crypto bros.
Yeah, it certainly is. We need to expand the scope of discussion for sure. Yeah. On the timeline, there's people who are less than pleased maybe at like what's happening. Those are their own personal gripes. Like a lot of people, I mean, again, this is not unique to LUKSO. Look at over the last week, so many tokens have cratered. Even like really, people who bought BTC at 109 are freaking out, right? Like, oh my God, I've lost all this money. People who bought Ethereum at $4,000 are freaking out because they feel like they've somehow missed out on this opportunity and lost a lot of money. And like altcoins that are cratering, the near ecosystem, like people are like, it's a buy at this level, and other people are like, I just bought it higher, and you guys are bums. It doesn't matter where you're at. Like if you're measuring success by token price, if that is your sole metric, then you're probably missing out. Now, is it an important metric? Yeah, I can't for 1 second deny that token price is an important metric, but like it's not the sole metric, and it certainly doesn't measure like what's actually happening
That's just it. Yeah.
from
That's
a
the thing
development
is
standpoint.
oftentimes they're divergent, right? Like whenever things like right now, the whole, the whole macro environment's tumbling and Bitcoin's crashing and blah, 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 blah. But like the amount of things that have even happened in the last month or two, even just for crypto space and adoption, like it is crazy. Like I had some saved here. Like even today, like Senator Loomis reintroduces Bitcoin bill proposing 1 million Bitcoin purchase every 5 years. Texas lawmakers introduced a bill to buy up to 250 million in crypto. Fidelity files to add staking to its Ethereum ETF. Like it's just like these things pile in every day, and it's like, I mean, when I first got into crypto, I mean, I say first was a long time ago, but like when I really dove in, like 2016, 17, it's like, man, I just dreamed of a day where like the government might acknowledge us, and like here we are, right? So it's like the long game, we're still well on track, right? So this is just the short-term inflections that they try to shake you out, So like, yeah, whenever you can put your time and energy into other things besides just the price, right? Of course, price is important, but so is the development of a lot of other things, So like that's kind of what gets you through the rough times is like, man, you just keep building. If you're a builder, or you're a creator or a tester or whatever, like an educator, doesn't matter. There's always certain things you can do to help move the needle.
It's about it. You got to participate. And I get it. Some people have launched projects and maybe they didn't get the adoption that they really wanted. That can be really frustrating. I get it.
Sure.
Or maybe they raised the treasury and watched it. They had an idea of what they were going to spend it on, and then erosion of token value has clipped their wings a bit and they're salty. I get that too, right? I get all of it. I think something that I'm like not a huge fan of, and I mean, it's no secret, is just there's no need to be an asshole about it either, right? Like there's a certain amount of like I don't know, like I carry myself a certain way, maybe on like a live stream, because you're just you're listening to me talk for a very long period. You get an insight into like the kind of person I am and like how I do, maybe how I talk to people. Like I joke around. I don't know. In person, like, you spend time with me, like I'm pretty serious. I mean, I have fun, but like I'm not a jerk. Like I do my best by people all the time. And like I expect the same of others. Like I don't love the attention seeking anger, right? Like I'm not a big fan of like that. There's like a whole subsect of the society that loves the like, I don't know, pounding of the chest and yelling into the abyss, and I'm not a huge fan of that, I guess.
I mean, everybody has their own strategies, right? Like I don't subscribe to that type of thing because like just from a fundamentals and game theory standpoint, it does the opposite of what you would actually want to achieve out of doing something like that. So it really is like it actually makes things worse for the people that do it in a lot of ways. So yeah, I mean it's like the people that go on Facebook and they're like, yeah, where's my husband? Anybody see my husband? Blah blah blah, and they're just complaining and throwing out shade, and it's like you're just airing out your family problems for attention. And it's like, but it actually makes you look super dysfunctional. Like, I don't know. I think it's like it's not really. I don't know. I mean, who knows? You never know anybody's motives or what they're actually trying to achieve. That's why it's hard to know exactly. But I mean, I can't imagine a scenario where airing out your emotional states online is ever going to help you. Like, it doesn't matter what the use case, right? Or it doesn't matter what it is. I can't imagine how it's going to help.
Yeah, I think I fall into the people are allowed to be emotional. You're allowed to behave however the hell you want, but you don't behave without repercussion, right? Like there are consequences, and that's kind of, I just feel like in this, when you were a kid, you and I grew up before cell phones, let's say, and before they were really prolific.
Yeah.
There were consequences to things, but there also wasn't as much interaction. And then we're all adjusting to this like new world where at any time you can just yell into the abyss of social
Right.
media. Fun. And like I can do a better job of ignoring things for sure. It's just like not in my personality always to ignore things, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I do. I just kind of evolved to just not give any air to those types of things because I don't want to get caught up doing the same stupid thing. Like I don't. What I found no value in, I don't want to end up doing it because and it's the same thing just in life in general. When you surround yourself by a certain type of energy, it's just natural that you start becoming that energy, you know? So it's like you have a choice to choose to be around bad energy or good energy. Like what do you want to live? What kind of life do you want to live, you know?
I want to be around that. So I roasted your ass.
Oh shit. You snuck one in.
I snuck one in. So you can check that out.
You go peep it.
All right, I think we're on the scroll the Twitter feed part of the show and see if there's anything interesting before we move on and start trying to do some productive work for the rest of the day.
I gotta log out real fast so I can actually see it.
Oh, this is a nice tweet from year one from our dudes at year one, right on target with what we were just talking about. We stay shipping. Next time you see some unwarranted Luxo FUD in your timeline, remember to block those accounts. Real Chads know what's up because they're building. Everyone else is just wasting your time, and time is too precious. Stay locked in.
I like that.
Yeah.
Focus your energy, you know, and to the areas that you want to grow. Not, you know, like don't grow the toxic areas.
Yeah, year one is the team behind Universal Grave, behind that Universal Story, behind the Up Assistant, behind Hashless, behind. Like how many behinds can I add there? Like again, productive team that got it again. Said way back when we talked to them, maybe last April. Like the trick was learning this like encoding, decoding stuff of the metadata to the universal profile. Once you get that core interaction down, it's amazing what kind of unlocks if you're creative, right? You're like, oh God, what else can I put in there? What else is interesting to attach to a profile? And like that's kind of, I feel like anyone who's really experimented and started developing sticks, right? Like Amir, he's like, oh man, this is great.
Yeah.
I just imagine
can't stop. The machine can't stop once you get going. Yeah. Well, because then every new project like sparks a new idea, and it's like a daisy chain, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's peep this out real fast. So we've got my first.
Let me.
DeLorean roast.
I gotta make you big, but I don't know which directed element is gonna do that. Come on, man. You're the one who shared.
Just you know what? You'd have the same issue if I shared my screen. Okay, so at Autonomous, where's the bowler hat, bro? Did the NPC version of you take it for a stroll in the digital world? Time to reclaim your virtual fashion statement. I mean, I've got one in the closet. I could put it on.
Put it on, bro.
Yeah, I've actually bought a really nice one. Thinking I would rock it at an NFT conference at some point, but hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened. Hasn't been the right time.
Yeah, hasn't been the right time. Well, now that I'm doxxed, I can rock it.
Now you can do whatever you want. Now you don't have to wait for anyone.
It's true.
All right.
Maybe I'll bring it out next stream.
I'm just scrolling my Twitter feed here to see if there's anything else going on. All right, here's one from Crypto Cactus, which again, if we're right now at the point in the show where we're like, what can we put on the screen that is remotely interesting? Still thinks ETH can get upwards of 10K this year, and where in Luxo specific stream, if Luxo is an EVM, if ETH goes up, you imagine Luxo will also be floated by that rising tide. I have a hard time believing that we're not going to see higher highs at some point this year from Ethereum. Like, I'm not a person that's subscribing to long-term bear market is inbound. How about yourself?
No, I mean, there's certain things that play right with the tariffs and inflation and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I think there's certain things that got to kind of work themselves out, but I don't. Yeah, I don't. I see us still having a run. Like, I mean, to me, this is part of the standard drawback in a bull cycle. Like, we get, I don't know, last cycle, I don't know, I had like several of these, right, that are
Yeah, the most painful
30 to 60%, dips. Like, it's pretty standard, right?
Yeah,
But that's part of the game, is they want you to be confused and not know when the beginning of the end of the cycle is. And then it's like, they want you to get caught off sides. That's the whole strategy.
Can you imagine having so much money that you could impact markets like these big players do? Just like, all right, we're gonna sink the market, and we know we've done it, so we'll accumulate at these lower prices. Imagine having that kind of manipulative ability.
I mean, yeah, I can imagine that.
Actually, yes, I can't imagine it.
I can't wait till someday when LUKSO's like $1,000 in the future, and then I'm just like, I'll just move around a bunch just so people go, oh my God, that wallet is moving, that up just moved 1,000 licks. Oh my gosh.
Life tip: stop stressing over shitty people. Alts.
I like that one. He's like, man, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, he even had a look on his face. He's like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not picking my head up. All right. Do you have anything else in my feed? There's probably some. It's X, so if I scroll slow enough, you're going to see some really out of pocket shit showing up. Incepted.
You need to mix in more. Just ridiculous. I'll go back up. Actually, I saw that one right there.
This one?
No,
San Francisco's
couple
basic.
more. Right there. The design prize.
From Ramoa?
Yeah, he's based in Berlin. Saw that.
What are they designing?
I don't know. Using AI for something. Looked interesting.
So my favorite design innovation is the emergence of the context window within artificial intelligence. We developed a data set of all of our previous projects, of all our references, to create this kind of artificial extension of our minds that helped us to find different type of patterns that we couldn't immediately see previously in our work. For me, it doesn't really devalue the way that we work, but it really enhances it. And it helps us actually understand how we work much better than we might have done before. I think for me, the context window is really about artificial type of intuition in a way that also can offer a lot of surprises depending on how you tweak it. So my favorite design innovation is the emergence of the context window.
You ever get caught in the loop where you're like watching a video and you don't realize that it starts at the beginning again?
Yeah, I hate that. They do it on purpose because they want to just get the multiple views.
Yeah. I don't know if that emergence of a context window meant anything to you there. I feel like I was jumping in midstream on something.
Yeah, maybe it's above my AI knowledge. So let me ask you a question. So when do you think we're going to get AGI, artificial general intelligence? Like right now, like you can, clearly teach AI to do one thing extremely well, better than humans, right? But it can't just go do anything. Like, so as far as AGI, like what's your time frame on that?
Oh man. 2 years.
2 years, okay.
2 years and then we're screwed.
Screwed or saved?
I don't know. We better find a way to distribute universal basic income to everyone, because the disruption in the labor market is going to be obscene.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about that for a long time. People just don't. They don't. They just don't understand that or think about it yet.
That's so rude.
I didn't even see it.
That's so rude.
What did it say? When's ever? Oh, yeah.
So rude. So rude. I am. I watched the Celtics last night, and they actually did like Hauser was on fire.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
By the way, Celtics unbeatable.
You think they're gonna win it again this year?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's
always
probably
tough.
have them as the favorites.
It's tough to win. anything
to repeat especially is tough.
and stuff.
Yeah. Have you watched that Celtics documentary yet on Netflix that just came out? I think, or is it HBO?
No, it's on Max, and I haven't watched it, and it's on my list of things to do for sure.
Same. I've got it on my
my
list, but I have not watched it yet.
Huge Celtics fan, so.
Really? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah, huge Celtics fan, have been my entire life. It's something that I really enjoy doing is watch Celtics. And people who don't
have you ever seen Celtic Pride?
Great movie.
I actually love that movie. It's so funny. I need to rewatch that. It's been forever.
That's Damon Wayans, Dan Aykroyd, and the guy from Home Alone. What's his name?
Yeah. So I always get him confused with the other actor. So his name is Daniel Stern, but there's another actor that I always get confused. Damn it, who is it? I can't remember. It's been so long since I saw them. I don't know. It'll come to me later. But yeah, it's a hilarious movie.
Boston.
So you got to play it full screen.
Celtics.
Yeah, I get it there.
The NBA Finals, and their biggest fans are Jimmy and Mike.
You're in Beantown now, baby! Beantown!
They're loyal.
No!
Excuse me. Just taking a little break. Are you saying my toilet still isn't fixed? Oh, you gotta go.
Dedicated.
It's like you say, the most important thing is that they have fun.
No. And faithful.
This is for my grandmother. This is for the state of Massachusetts, for Celtics, for Boston. Man.
They have everything it takes to win the playoffs. Unfortunately,
he's gonna shoot it every time.
The Utah Jazz.
I want him dead.
Have blew it gun.
If he gets hot, we are in trouble.
I've been watching that Running Point show on.
He's thrown it in our face.
Their mission is
clear.
We went over there and, got him messed up, completely wrecked. So he was too hungover to play well on Sunday.
And for
Running Point. It's a basketball show. It's basically kind of like about Genie Bus kind of thing, but it's all right. It's all right. But like, none of the basketball players really look or feel like basketball players to me. It's a little strange. Like one of the main characters is a point guard, and he's like, I don't know, he's probably 5'9", like 240. He's like a little linebacker or something. It's like, what?
Oh, nice work.
And Dan Aykroyd.
I've done something terribly wrong. And I might have to go to jail and become some bad man's boyfriend.
Pride.
It's such a ridiculous movie. Okay, so I sent you another link really quick. It's just another trailer. I'm going down like the daisy chain of Daniel Stern now. This is kind of how universal profiles work. You see something like, oh, that's cool, and you click on that, and it takes you to another profile, and then you just keep going down there. Have you ever seen Very Bad Things?
No, I don't think so. Hold on.
It is hilarious, dude.
I might have seen it. We're gonna find out really soon when I start watching it. Oh my god, I have the bench warmers queued up too. Bench warmers. You like that movie?
It's all right. It's all right.
Dude, listen. It's obviously not up for an Oscar. Let's be honest. But is it enjoyable? Yes. All right.
You can scrub to like 14 seconds. There's like a little buffer there.
The bride.
You have to pick up the cake.
Don't we have somebody to do that?
Yeah, you.
The groom.
I bet you didn't forget the bachelor party checks.
The best man.
It's 5 guys, $900.
The stripper's here.
Excellent. This is Tina.
The problem.
A slip.
I think she's dead.
There are always options.
You left a dead prostitute in the desert.
It's a 105-pound problem.
Can't do this.
We've already done this.
It has worked. It is working.
What have we done?
What have we done?
What did you do? Have you done this before?
This fall.
One of the best dark comedies.
I am not listening this way.
I don't want you to.
I want to know what happened in Vegas.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened in Vegas.
Some very good people.
It's like The Hangover before The Hangover.
Bad things.
Yeah, but it's way more. I guess The Hangover is pretty realistic too. But so I mean, this one as absurd and dark as it is, it's like you can actually see like there's some realness to it, to where it's like this could actually, it could progress into this just based off of this one accident, you know. You could see it actually doing that.
Yep.
As the characters just kind of become unraveled. It's a great cast though. They're all pretty damn hilarious.
Yeah, that's a solid cast for sure. All right, and I gotta get off this fucking screen. All right, there we go. All right, I don't know. We've been going for 2 hours here. You want to start to get towards the wrap up?
Yeah.
Wrap
I mean, anything else you wanted to mention before we close things
The only
down?
other thing I want to mention is I want to get back upstairs and start. I'm on a different computer than I would do some other work on, and I really want to get Top 6 together and operational, because I feel like it's a cool mini app that people will use.
Super cool. Like, it's kind of like one of the first heartbeats of social media, right? With the MySpace. I mean, before that you had like classmates.com and a couple of other things that were just kind of lame, but then like MySpace was like, oh man, I can stylize my page and I can do all these things. And then they brought out that, I think theirs was top 8. But yeah, and then it was just super interesting. But that was one of the coolest things, like you really wanted to be in as many top 8s as you could be in, you know.
That's exactly right.
So I think this will be sweet.
Yeah, it'll add like people have grids, but maybe there's a social wall to a grid that you make that just has like your top 6. Maybe it's got a messenger, it's got a feed, and then you can kind of like have some discovery in there. You know, the feed will be more of a global feed, maybe, or maybe I saw year 1 posting about hash lists. Maybe that's a curated feed through hash list. Maybe that's integrated. But better discoverability just by like falling through, like, who's Alta's friend? Who's Alta's friend's friend? Who's Alta's friend's friend? And then like 6 degrees, you're back to me again, right? Like that would be interesting.
So I'm gonna add Kevin Bacon's universal profile to mine, and it's like, and that game 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, was that what it was?
6,
yeah.
Which
basically, if you don't know, fam, what that means is like it's a game where I name an actor, and he has, like, if I tell you an actor, Heath, you would have 6 connections to be able to get that actor to Kevin Bacon. And pretty much the thing is like every actor can be linked to Kevin Bacon with 6 or less connections. Like, this actor starred in this movie with this person, who starred in this movie with this person, who starred in this movie with Kevin Bacon. Bam, 3 connections.
There's so I just found something called the Oracle of Bacon. Hold on, let me test it on the screen here. Yeah, okay, here we go. So the 6 degrees of this is called the Oracle of Bacon.
Can we see it?
Yeah, give me a second.
I just go faster, man.
I'm doing my best. Doing my best. All right. And yeah, there we go. This is the Oracle.
Oh, beautiful.
This was 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon to Kevin Spacey. So there was Kevin Spacey was in The Usual Suspects with Kevin Pollak, who was in A Few Good Men, to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Bam, 2 degrees there. Bam.
Yeah. It has a number of 2. All right. Find a different link. Oh, wow. Kevin Spacey.
Oh, that's the same between the same 2 actors. There's many different connections. Yeah.
Yeah, there's many different connections. All right. Let's find Kevin Bacon to.
Well, shouldn't it be 2 Kevin Bacon? I feel like they have those backwards.
Okay.
But now it's probably going to invert your chart there.
It's transitive. It'll work either way. So here we go. What are we going to do? He's not talking. He's somehow fallen into the abyss.
Oh, I say, what? Oh, do Elon Musk, sure. No, I say we could do Daniel Stern. We were just talking about him.
Daniel Stern. All right, let's do Musk first.
Yeah, I'm curious what the hell this is.
Oh, these are all the things you can you can select.
But we just want movies and actors. We don't want directors, producers, writers.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Find link. Wow. Kevin Bacon was in The Air I Breathe with Clark Gregg, who was in Iron Man 2 with Elon Musk. Boom.
But yeah, we need to invert that. Kevin Bacon needs to be first now.
You're killing me.
See, but this is more beta testing. They should be watching the stream. We could tell them how to improve it.
You're killing me, Smalls. All right, Daniel's turn. Everyone's like 2 degrees away. We haven't even. He's 1 degree away.
Yeah, starting over. I've never seen that.
All right. Let's.
Well, but this is the thing. This is a database, so it's going to be the shortest length. If we were playing the game, you'd be like, it would take you all 6 most of the time. You know.
All right, let's go way up. Let's go Fred Savage.
Okay.
It's probably like 2 degrees. 2.
Let's see if we can figure out one that's 6. Let's see.
We're gonna have to find someone like very new
or very old.
Jason Tatum. Is he even on?
They gotta be an actor though.
Find link. No, he's not an actor.
Yeah,
his Bacon number is none, even though he is in the Finals 24 mini movie.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, no idea.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve. This is going to be short.
I bet it will be.
2. This is a pretty boring game that everything's free.
Well, when it's the database, yeah, it's like everything's going to be 2. I mean, what's the most we've seen? 3? Okay, what about Adam Sandler? That's not a bad one.
2. I can't even find one.
R. Kelly.
Well, he's in jail. It's the remix edition. Popping fresh out the kitchen. All right. Our Robert Kelly. It doesn't show. R. Kelly does not show up. And it's like making this thing wig out.
I don't know if he's even been in anything.
Beyonce. 2. There's no way we can't win. It's always 2.
Ted Danson.
Dude, this is gonna be like 1. 1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
This guy's been in a movie with everybody.
Actor.
All right, let's do it. Timothy Chalamet. 2.
Okay, there you go. What about Giancarlo Esposito?
I don't even know who that is.
From Breaking Bad. No, Gian Carlo.
What character was Giancarlo?
Gus.
It's 1. 1. All right. Well, you've been watching this really exciting.
Please comment ones that will not get us to 3.
We're finding that everyone is within actually 2 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't. She's old. Still just 2, man. Still just 2.
Okay, what about Marilyn Monroe? Let's try an actor like.
I just tried Judy Garland.
Oh, and it was 2. Well,
Yeah.
but Marilyn Monroe didn't act past like 1962, so. Marilyn Manson.
2.
Well, they said JFK. I mean, that's a stretch.
Dude.
She wasn't in That's the thing. She wasn't in JFK.
Where?
Jack
she was in
Lemmon.
Something
Damn.
Hot with Jack Lemmon, who was in JFK.
That bastard. All right. Frank Sinatra.
Dude, there's no way. This is gonna be like 1.
Sonata.
2.
2. Man, I feel like we can do it.
This is riveting live stream. Tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Alt tonight as we try to find someone
As we
who is
try to
3 degrees away.
Stump the Oracle of Bacon.
All right. What can we get one that's 3?
Have we had 3 yet, or they've all just been 2?
They're all 2.
What about Mads Mikkelsen?
MADS.
Yeah.
You've gone way out. I don't even know who that is.
You'd recognize him probably if you saw him.
2.
Dang it.
Oh, in the Three Musketeers, was he?
I mean, it's been in a bunch of stuff.
Was he? Oh, this is one of the newer Three Musketeers. I can't respect that one. It had Orlando Bloom. All right. I like the one with Charlie Sheen. You ever see the Three Musketeers with Charlie Sheen?
Wait, was it the spoof one?
It was like the Disney one.
Oh, then maybe no.
Hold on. This one. This was I think it was the 1993 film. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This one right here. Do you ever have a black box that unscrambled your cable?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we had I had the black box that unscrambled the cable. This one was a movie that I watched at least 47 times.
Cable guy?
Cable guy? No. I don't care about this Liberty Mutual. Here
Can I see the image? This is the one.
Oh, I'm trying to get to it.
5 of them, 3 of us. Hardly think fair.
Oliver Platt.
Yes.
Excuse me, but there's 4 of us.
Pathos, Porthos, and Aramis. Hello.
I thought you were talking about that guy.
Which one? The
one in the middle.
Walt Disney.
Wait, you said there was 4 of them. Who's in the middle?
The greatest heroes.
There's Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland, the guy I don't know. and-
Oliver Platt, and then that dude.
Yeah, Oliver Platt. That's who. That's
Oh.
Irresistible. Did I miss anyone?
I mean, you could try him, but he's probably.
Life is in danger. We have work to do.
What about like Michael Pena?
All right, going back to the Oracle of Bacon. There you go. Michael Pena.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no way. They're all 2 degrees. I'm telling you.
We're gonna get a 3. We're gonna get a 3. I'm not pressing our luck for.
It's 2.
All right. What about Sacha Baron Cohen?
Dude, this is going to be like 1. Two. There's no winning. There's no winning here, Alt.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna stop this.
I have so many other things to do, and we're like, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out.
Jenna Fisher. I feel like that might get us 3.
Yeah. You think Jenna Fisher is gonna get us 3?
You get somebody that's like hasn't been in a lot of movies, maybe.
Yeah, but she's connected to people who've been in a lot of movies. 2.
Son of a bitch.
I'm telling you, I don't think we got it, man. I really think we have to find some fringe actor.
Eminem.
So far.
Try Eminem.
Dude, no way. He's 2 degrees away, guarantee. He's 2 degrees away because he had the movie 8 Mile.
Yeah, well, who does that get you to? Michael Shannon. Damn it. All right, what about LeBron James?
Dude, he was in Space Jam.
Yeah, I know he was in Space Jam, but who else was in Space Jam?
2, Matthew Broderick. She's having a baby.
Man, the Oracle of Bacon is undefeated, bro.
Can't beat it. There's got to be someone like really old, like Greta
Thunberg.
Like Greta Garbo. Like she's a well-known actor, but a long time ago. 3.
Bam.
I don't think we're getting 4. So I think we're gonna call it. This was good. Charlie Chaplin. Let's try it.
I mean, we could probably eventually get. No, Charlie Chaplin's going to be.
Greta Garbo was a big actress.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised.
That's 2. John Wayne. No, Greta Garbo was the winner. And for everyone playing the game today, that was Greta Garbo. You can see it on my Universal profile for the win.
I was trying to Google like actors with the most degrees away from Kevin Bacon. It's like they don't exist.
And it doesn't.
Kevin Bacon is everywhere.
I mean, the guy when you're a serial actor, I guess you just act away.
I mean, he's been in almost as many movies as Samuel Jackson.
Literally can't get someone else, any person.
Nobody. Did you refresh it?
Yeah, I refreshed. I just refreshed it. You freaking dingleberries just won't do it, jerks. Oh, I got roasted by Chella.
They'll roast you though. That's cool.
Let's check that out. Love what you've done to your hair. How do you get it?
Oh my god. Brutal. Oh man, I'm gonna go tip that one.
Oh, that was classic. Great job. Great job with that. Oh, those roasts are great. And then we got the ad that's just hanging out, new standards. We're just buying ads.
It'll be there for another 4.8 days, fam.
It'll be there for an indefinite time period. All right. I think we're gonna call it. I'm gonna grab some lunch and I'm gonna
same.
We gotta do. So
are you getting tacos? It is Taco Tuesday.
I thought there was a joke coming behind that.
I mean, there is. I actually made up a joke. I didn't even have to look one up today. I just thought of this one on my own.
All right, hit me with it.
All right. Why is it not safe to tell tacos a secret?
I want to say something like the stuff spills out of them.
Close, because they always spill the beans. Well done. Well done.
You showed me the one person who's able to eat a taco without something falling off the plate.
Yep. I know I'm craving tacos, man. I did it to myself.
Oh, I was wondering, do you got another one? Or no, that you usually have a couple.
No, I made that one up myself. I thought of it earlier. I was like, I'm just going to do the one. And I had one about your head, and I roasted you with that. So I need something that combines tacos and your head somehow. Next week.
Dude, I spend a lot of time like on softball fields, chasing my daughter around. And one of my favorite concession stand items is the taco in the bag.
Taco in a bag?
Oh, yeah. It's like you go to the concession stand and they take like a bag of Doritos or a bag of Fritos.
Yeah.
Crush that.
That's just
up.
Like street nachos is what they call that.
Yeah. Nachos, yeah. And then you just put the taco stuff right in the.
Or like where they take Doritos and like fold the bag out and then pour the stuff in.
Oh, yeah.
Those are messy but delicious. Yeah.
Messy, delicious, might hurt the tummy depending upon how you feel. It's not always going to be good.
How is the Mexican food in Boston?
Lucia and I went to this really nice restaurant. It's called Lolita's. Like the food was really good, Mexican food. In Boston, maybe, man, time flies. That was probably January. Went to see Sarah Silverman afterwards. Actually, it was right before I got super sick. So yeah, it was January. And then I got sick for 2 weeks. Fucking crowds. But the food was pretty good. In the town where I live, there's like a couple of really authentic Mexican restaurants that have just opened. And obviously, like, it's a restaurant opened by a family that is from that area. By and large, though, like you'll go and you go to get Mexican food, and it's, my wife says it's just a vehicle to put more cheese and and some form of meat into your body. So like a lot of it is not that good,
Yeah, a bummer.
It's not gonna be, we're not close to the border up here. We're caught in no man's land.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have like we have some authentic Mexican food here. That's good, but we also have like a lot of Tex-Mex, so we just kind of did our own thing. But it's delicious.
Tex-Mex.
I mean, it's not as good as Mexico food in Mexico. Shout out Tacos Arabas. You ever get a chance, bro? Yeah. You ever get a chance to eat that, do it.
Yeah. No idea where that is, but I'll find it.
If you ever hear that or see it on a menu,
if I see it.
I don't know if it's going to be any good if you're not in Mexico, but
yeah. One thing we do really well here in Boston is Italian food, right? We've got, vibrant section of the city is the North End, which is just all authentic Italian.
Ooh.
So it's like a proud area.
Yeah,
definitely eat a lot of pasta.
Pasta.
Actually, yesterday I went over. We went over to my parents' house and had some nice, delicious homemade gnocchi and meatballs and other
What kind of
things.
gnocchi? Like potato or what
Potato.
kind of?
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
classic potato. So just delicious. It's a total gut bomb. So you got to really watch out for it. Actually, it was 2 days ago. Damn, time flies when you're having fun. That was Sunday. That was not yesterday. Yesterday I made a honey soy, it's like a, Ivy wanted to make it. It's had like a ginger garlic honey soy combination chicken. That was actually really good. So yeah, that was good. I like cooking. I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
cooking.
I like eating. I'm not a big fan of cooking. If I don't mind, like I don't mind it, but like, and it's more fun too when you make a thing out of it. It's like, okay, an evening and you plan it out and you get some music going, maybe crack open a bottle of wine and take your time, have fun with it. I can vibe with that.
Yeah, when I cook, I don't really love like the 20-minute special where you're just throwing shit together fast. Like I like to have the kitchen as clean as possible when the meal is served. So that takes time to bring everything together, you know?
Okay, throw up that random fact. Oh, you just did. Yeah, that is. I need. What's the TLDR on that? Why? Why is that Sweet Fields? Why?
Yeah, there's no taco. It's because they're
Taco
Norwegian.
Friday.
It's because they're Norwegian.
Well, yeah, maybe the pronunciation it's like more mimetic on Fridays.
No idea. Again, I have no idea what Norway is actually like. My one introduction to Norway is like the Oslo Olympics in 1992 or 4. Whatever that was. Yeah, no, it was in Lillehammer. That's where it was. It was in Lillehammer, and then the Netflix show that was Lillehammer.
Oh, have you? I haven't seen it. Is it good?
No, I've never actually watched it. I've watched like pieces of the first episode on multiple occasions. Never really drew me in. Don't know
The
why.
movie Troll was Norwegian.
I just know they do good ski jumping. And then, anything Viking related really gets me charged up too. Big fan of that.
Oh, Ex Machina was shot in Norway.
Oh, really?
I can see that.
Actually, a book I'm reading right now. It's a
Ragnarok. Yeah,
it's like a spy book, and it deals with a Norwegian intelligence agency. Don't ask me why. This is riveting. This is a riveting live stream. Everybody's tuning in. These guys are really interesting. Later on, Alts, I'm gonna probably polish my shoes up.
Yeah. I don't know what's more painful, to listen to us ramble or to look at the charts.
Well, if you're listening to us ramble, you're probably not looking at the charts.
Yeah, so, hey, we're helping you.
Yeah, we're doing you a service. All right, I think that's it. I think we'll punt here and we'll come back on Friday.
Sounds good, my guy.
All right. Well, as per usual, it is a great time hanging out, and if you haven't been playing on mini apps, hopefully the first hour of this show is a little bit of an inspiration. If you can, I don't know why I'm saying it at the end. You'd have to watch the beginning to get there. Like someone's going to scrub to the end here. I go back.
Maybe they just randomly landed on the end.
Oh, good call. So if you're getting here at the end, if you're scrolling by and you see it, the first hour of this live stream, we actually went through a number of mini apps on the grid for universal profiles and universal everything. And I think we demonstrated it's actually pretty fun. I enjoy it every time we do it.
Yeah, let us know if you ever launch anything live, and then we'll beta test it in real time.
We'll test it, and we'll be sure to break it because we are not very. We are not.
We will, we'll fumble around to our best ability.
Yeah, and the one thing I'm going to plug right now is come to my universal profile and continue the story that Alt and I started about the T-Rex and the donut tasters. Again, this is just a grid mini app. You can come here, connect, and you can participate in Universal Story. And you heard our feedback. Let's turn that into an NFT at the end, and that would be super fun where we're all co-creators. And if you don't want to contribute to the story, the least you can do is roast me. or roast Alt. Let's go.
Yeah, while you're there, roast somebody.
Yeah, and while you're there, roast someone, and then also look at the universal ad. Oh shit!
All right,
cool, dude.
I'm gonna get some damn tacos, I guess.
Damn tacos. All right. We'll catch up soon.
I got. Take care.
Peace out. Now I got to figure out how to start the music.
Dun, 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 dun.